Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael and it's been a while, but I'm back! The month of May looks set to be a month of high stakes and high drama with a whole lot of booty on the line. I'm not talking about organising a hookup with a hot date over the phone. The booty on the line I'm referring to is belts, and lots of them. May 20, to be specific, will see two undisputed fights go down. Devin Haney will defend all the marbles in the lightweight division against former unified champ Vasyl Lomachenko at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. And way over the pond on the other side of the world, on the Emerald Isle, Katie Taylor will fight in her native Ireland for the first time as a professional fighter when she dares to be even greater than she already is and steps up a division to meet unified and undisputed champ Chantelle Cameron at super lightweight for all of Cameron's titles. It's a huge weekend for men's boxing, women's boxing and boxing in general, to be sure. Going down at the 3 Arena, Dublin, do not miss this one if you are a boxing fan. The Pete. Katie the Brave Bomber Taylor will look to create history once again by fighting in a first for the modern era of boxing when two undefeated undisputed champions will meet in what could possibly be an even greater event than when Taylor met Amanda Serrano in the ring in April of 2022 at a sold-out Madison Square Garden in New York. At the time, the then unified and now undisputed featherweight champ Serrano took on Taylor in her division for a shot at all the belts. In what would have been a rematch between Serrano and Taylor if not for an injury that ruled Serrano out, the show had to go on, and in stepped Chantelle Cameron when called upon by Team Taylor. For Katie, who has already solidified herself and standing as one of the all-time greats of not just female boxing but boxing as a whole, it's an opportunity to become a two-division undisputed champ in front of an adoring home crowd. However, the 36-year-old Taylor does face a gargantuan task in front of her. Serrano was a rough and tumble, hard-hitting fighter when the two met in what was a Fight of the Year matchup between the pair in 2022. Standing in front of her this time, come May 20th, is an equally physical, hard-hitting and talented fighter who is unafraid to get rough on the inside if necessary. Chantelle Cameron isn't afraid to impose herself on the inside, and against Taylor, the bigger and younger by a few years, Cameron will do just that to let Taylor know that she means business. Cameron will also look to punish the smaller and shorter Taylor with countering whenever Taylor steps in to close the gap to land shots of her own. 22 wins, no losses or draws, with 6 of those victories by KO or TKO. A battle-worn but experienced Katie Taylor will have to rely on her smarts and movement and not get sucked into prolonged exchanges against her biggest opponent to date. If Taylor wants to come out of this with as little damage as possible, mistakes will have to be kept at an absolute minimum. Chantelle Il Capo Cameron copped some flack and caused a distraction for herself in the lead up to what will be her biggest test on the biggest fight night of her life when she steps in the ring against Katie Taylor to defend her IBF, IBO, WBA, WBC, WBO and Ring Magazine titles. Ironically, the controversial decision to demand that Ellie Scotney be removed from the card because of historical issues with Scotney's coach Shane McQuiggan only caused more of a distraction for Cameron at the time. Things have settled since then, however, and Cameron is refocused on her training camp now that Eddie Hearn has obliged her wishes and removed the Ellie Scotney versus Shanika Johnson fight from the card. Johnson was set to defend her IBF Super Bantamweight title against Scotney on arguably the biggest and most historic night of women's boxing, but it has been reconvened and relocated to the Mauricio Lara and Lee Wood rematch on the 27th of May. The precise details of what occurred between Cameron and Shane McQuiggan are unclear, but Il Capo may one day decide to spill the beans, and the truth, like the victim of a mob hit that's been dumped in the bay, will one day rise to the surface. For Cameron, who as we speak is training under the hot sun in Tenerife, Spain, the focus has never shifted entirely from her opponent, Katie Taylor. In just 17 wins with no losses or draws, with 8 victories coming by way of KO or TKO, Cameron has accomplished much in just a few years of professional boxing. Debuting in 2017, Cameron picked up her first title of some significance in that same year, a vacant IBO lightweight title against Brazilian Vivian Obanoff. Cameron would later transition and commit to a new weight division, super lightweight, in 2019, where she has gone on to dominate and collect wins over fighters like Mary McGee and most recently welterweight unified and former undisputed champ Jessica McCaskill, who stepped down to super lightweight to take on Cameron for a shot at undisputed at 140 pounds, something McCaskill was unable to do during her tenure in that division. Cameron moves well on her feet and manages distance fairly well, but when she stands to trade, she plants her feet and throws with mean intent. A solid jab, work rate and high punch output will cause Taylor issues, but will it be enough to win? If I'm wrong, I'm happy to drip hot candle wax on me plums, but this is one of those fights that is hard to split. Taylor's experience, ring craft, tenacity, and the significance of the moment against Cameron's size, power, and movement will make it difficult for the officials, in my opinion, to pick a winner, and I suspect we may see a draw. It's a fight that will probably be close enough for the judges to sit on the fence and declare the draw. Cameron keeps her belts, Taylor keeps her losses column clear in front of a home crowd. It's somewhat controversial and a clear winner might be obvious to us on the night, but my instinct tells me that this is likely to happen. I'm picking a draw, but hey, I've been wrong before. Remember to jab that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you'll receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi P4P TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book How to Get Out of Life Traps might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same for you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided. Thank you for watching P4P TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one.